This is a video about how to use Condor Watch, the citizen science program from Zooniverse. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to www.condorwatch.org. There's also a link below this video if you want to just click on it from the Prezi. So when you get there, it's going to take you to their home screen. There is obviously a Get Started button here, and how this works, California condors are critically endangered, and we don't know a whole lot about them. So these scientists have set up motion-activated cameras to take pictures when birds are around. That generates a ton of images, and they need your help going through and identifying the birds that are in them. So we want to know more about their social structure, we want to know more about how they interact with each other and different animals, and we want to know how far they travel based on what cameras they appear at. So before we get started, I actually want you to check out the field guide. This tells you about the different birds that you might see. You may see a California condor. They're the largest flying birds in North America, but they're also easily confused with turkey vultures. So take a second and look at them. If you notice, the condor is a little bit bigger, almost twice the size actually when they're standing up. It has an orangish head rather than a red head like the turkey vulture, and it also has these really puffy feathers on its neck. The turkey vulture has a much skinnier neck. So those are some giveaways. The other giveaway that you'll be able to see is if you see a bird with a tag on its wing, you know that that's a condor because a scientist has tagged it. They don't tag turkey vultures. You may see a juvenile condor. So an adult condor has that orange head. A juvenile condor is going to have this black head, but they still have that orange color on their neck. Other birds you might see are the golden eagle. They look very different. You won't have any trouble picking them out. Or you may see a raven. The ravens are obviously much smaller, they look very different, and they are totally black. We also want to know about all the other animals that appear in these pictures. So you might see a coyote, you may see some of these animals down here, a fox, a bear, an owl, or a bobcat or lynx. And then obviously you're going to see some carcasses. California condors eat dead animals, so these researchers have placed carcasses, or they've placed cameras near carcasses, in order to observe these animals as they interact with each other around food and just to kind of see where they have traveled. The field guide also goes into how we fill out the form that they're going to give us. We're going to be looking for these tags. Not every condor is going to have a tag, but every bird with a tag is a condor. So when you see a tag that you can read, you're going to record it in a box like this one. This is tag number 40. The color is black. There are 3 dots underneath, and we can tell by the head color that this is an adult individual. Okay, some pictures are going to be more difficult. Here there are more birds. Okay, so we're going to look at this one right here, individual 25. The tag number is 25. It is again black. This time there are no dots, but it is underlined, so you would check the box. And we can't tell whether it's a juvenile or an adult, so we just leave those blank. If you want to keep looking through this, you may. There are different colored tags, and you can just go all the way down to see some examples, but let's go ahead and get started on our own. So we want to go back to Home, click on the Get Started button, and this little tutorial is going to walk you through. Okay, so we're just going to kind of click through as I talk. You may want to take some time to read it your first time through. But we want to describe all of the animals in here. We'll start with the condor that we can see up front. So we click on him to identify him. We know that it's a condor. You can use the magnifier up here to see his orange head. Then we're going to click Next. Okay, here's that screen we were talking about earlier. First, we want to know how close he is to the carcass. Is he within reach? Is he within 2 body lengths? Is he farther than 2 body lengths? Or are there no carcasses in this picture? In this one, he looks like he's within reach. His tag number is 32. The color is black. Looks like there are 3 dots underneath. And we can tell by his red head that he is an adult. So we're going to click through all of those things, and then we're going to click Done. Okay. The next thing we can do, if we click over here, this is not a condor, but we want to mark it anyway. From our notes, we can tell this is a raven. If you forget, you can go back up to the field guide, click on it. Next, we don't record anything about him. You would go all the way through this with every single animal. I haven't marked every animal, but I want to wrap this up for you. So you would go through with every single animal until all animals are marked, and then you're going to click All Animals Marked. If you go here, the tag number has a bio. You can tell where that condor is from, how they got there, and any other places that they've visited. If you have any questions, raise your hand or let me know, or shoot me an email if you're watching this online. Have a great day. Hope you enjoy Condor Watch.